Hi, this is Stephen Paul West of I Found Something Beautiful. Last show was about a quick trip down to Austin to enjoy all of the magic down there for the first annual Magic Festival, Street Festival. Man, it was really cool. And they had a stage set up in the back that I didn't cover because it started raining, but there would have been acts back there. Really, it was a tremendous show. But it's funny how all of this art works. I went out and I shot Paradise Tea a few weeks ago, and subsequently another group has contacted me that has one of the members of Paradise in there, and they asked me to come and shoot them tonight at SpeakEasy. And what an honor. This is a group that is really, really making it here in Austin. Let's go and take a look at their webpage real quick. It's funny, they're using an old Andy Warhol quote. In the future, everybody will have be famous for 15 minutes. Their website is 15fame.com, and there'll be a link in my drop-down down below to go and visit it. But in Austin, this is one of the premier cover bands that covers all kinds of pop music. High energy, the great presentation. Man, they've played a lot of really great venues here. Let's take a look at some of these. They've done Sherlock Pub and Cedar Street Courtyard and Baker Street Pub, and I'll just scroll down because it's a huge list of shows that they've played. All of these are great shows, but tonight I'm going to go ahead and cover them at the SpeakEasy, which is a really cool, eclectic, funky place. Multiple stages, there's balconies to take a look at, and to cover somebody that's doing 80s pop, of course, there's all kinds of opportunity for expression and expansion. And when I talked earlier about this show being a show to inspire artists, I hope that I'm inspiring you, no matter what your particular artistic skill is. If it's a musician, you have to get out there and do it. If you're an artist, you have to sketch every day. And if you're an artist who has a hard time with hands, or you're an artist that has a hard time with a particular part of a human anatomy, you need to be drawing that. And when you do those kind of things and you put yourself out there, other people will notice and they will pick you up. Now, my goal here is to be extremely successful in Austin, Texas as a regional artist, both in photography and in sketch. I'm working on a lot of different kinds of arts. I'm putting together a children's illustrated book, doing weddings, all different kinds of things that feed into my artistic side. But now, and this is important because every artist out there on Etsy or deviantart.com, and there's all these different places where you can go and express your art, you need to be successful in your local community, and that is a really hard sell. Prophet has no honor in his own country, and you'll find, especially in small areas that don't have this kind of thing. When you take a look at 15 Minutes of Fame here in Austin, another premier music group, these are the kind of things that you can just get anywhere in the world, you know, in some little tiny burg way out in the middle of nowhere. These are really, really expressive of Austin and the music environment, but you can find these types of bands in Chicago and New York and Atlanta and Louisville and all different kinds of larger cities. And I really encourage you to go out and try to express yourself with another art venue. In other words, if you're an artist who sketches, go out and take some pictures and set up your easel and try to sketch in a local band. Then see if you can get that artwork posted up. Tonight, I'm going to present to you 15 Minutes of Fame. Their website is very cool. I encourage you to go out and take a look at that. Again, the link for it is in my drop down, so just click on that and follow the link. And this is Stephen Paul West, and I hope you enjoy the show. Well, this is Stephen Paul, and I'm backstage with 15 Minutes of Fame, right? Yep. And I've got Miss Kitty here and John. All right, let's talk a little bit about your music. Is there any covers that you won't do?
Well, that depends. We usually do whatever is requested for whatever venue or whatever client requests. If they want us to play Peter Gabriel, we'll play Peter Gabriel.
Whatever goes over well and what people will dance to and get into, we'll play it.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I love about Austin is that there's so many places to dance, and it's a real jamming community.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you, the energy that I've seen from both of you is just amazing. I've got up and danced a little bit, so this is good deal. Tonight you're at SpeakEasy, and that's got a nice dance stage. Are you expecting people out there on Labor Day weekend?
Labor Day weekend, yeah.
Hopefully we'll have a good turnout.
Hopefully, we're hoping for that. We're still pretty new, so but Kitty and I have we've been around the block, so to speak, for a few years in different acts. So this is a new act for us, but you know, we'll see how we do tonight. Hopefully, it'll be good.
Now, John, you do guitar. Do you do vocals too?
I do vocals and I do rapping.
Excellent.
Just started rapping. I'm still new at it, so kind of cut me some slack.
And of course, Miss Kitty, I've heard your vocals on many occasions. Do you play anything also?
On my spare time, but not really.
Not really. Your vocals
Not
are
really with
amazing.
this.
Well, she does some harmonica.
I do play
Really?
harmonica and guitar. I'm also into country music, but I just, kind of play guitar to my own songs, but not really for anyone to hear yet.
Isn't that funny? Musicians do have an inner person that's so sensitive,
Yeah.
and it takes a while for you to get calluses. Like, I play a violin very poorly, but when my mom asked me to play, and I was like, I don't know, I'm nervous now
Yeah.
to have my own mom play. And so that's really cool that even though you guys are professional musicians, you've been around, you still got that newness inside. And I know to be an artist takes an awful lot of hard work, and you guys have just been really doing it here in Austin, and I really appreciate that.
It takes a lot of love on top of drive and ability. Really and truly, you do it because you love it. And it's nice. It's nice every now and then we might be able to make a buck or two at it, and that's cool. But really, in reality, it's all about the love of the music and the performing. For me, and I speak a little bit for Kitty here, but for us, it's about seeing the people dance and having a good time. As a lead singer, as a front person, there's nothing better to finish a song and hear a cheer from the crowd.
Yeah.
That is what our paycheck really is.
Yeah, and I know tonight I'll catch bits and pieces of your music and I'll include it in this video, and everybody will be able to hear you guys and cheer with the crowd. So,
I hope so.
Thank you so much for inviting me to do this.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you, Steve.
that concludes tonight's show with 15 Minutes of Fame. Again, their website is 15fame, all spelled out. The drop down is link for it is in my drop down. This is Stephen Paul West, and I want to thank you for watching the show. And do click the subscribe and link, because as I grow, it allows me to connect with more of these bands, more of these other art fellowships here in Austin, and that's what I'm all about. And I'm all about encouraging you to go out this week and find a local band and put your artistic endeavor into it, no matter what your art is. I don't care if you're a yarn bomber that knits yarn bomb. Find something to do with your art this week concerning the local music in your area. And again, this is Stephen Paul West, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's view of 15 Minutes of Fame, one of the great Austin pop cover bands here. Thank you very much. Good night.